Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we're working on a vintage Matchbox Bronco II. Check this thing out. This Bronco would be in real nice shape if it wasn't for the vicious animal attack that this thing has sustained to the rear left wheel. I can totally see a dog just like laying down on the carpet and just chewing on this for a while, man. That's just what they do. They like to get a hold of little things and just... So other than the obvious wildlife damage here, this thing's actually in pretty good shape. Clearly an 80s style Bronco II, which is even more, I don't know, kind of rare. So for wheels today, we're going to upgrade this here Matchbox to the new Hot Wheels off-road wheels. So that should work out good. They're about the same diameter. It might tone this thing down just a little bit because these are some pretty big meats on this thing, where these would be a little bit, they're a little bit skinnier. So, I don't know, I'm interested to see what the new stance is like with these wheels. So, maybe we'll just get started and we'll see where we end up today. Let me drill this thing first, so we'll get it apart and see what's what. Whoa, there's a gun in the back of this thing. What else you got in there? Flashlight. Kudos to Matchbox for representing the 80s. I like it. I'm trying to get that glass out safely. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be popped up like that. Alright. It looked a little bit goofy, but that's fine. We can work with that. Really want to take a second to thank my patron members. Whenever a new year comes around, January, February, the ad revenue just goes down to nothing. And I don't think I would have got through last month and more than likely this month without the patron members. So, you know, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for your support. I really honestly couldn't do it without you. Freedom. Got a couple little raptor bites down here, but it's not too bad. So as far as styling this thing up, I really don't have much of an idea. I kind of just grabbed one. I do want to see what these new wheels are going to look like, so maybe we'll throw these in quick. I'll probably do a two-tone on this thing, because any opportunity to do a two-tone, I'm usually going to take. Hell yeah, that looks good. Got a nice big respectable tire. Good match for the wheel well. Might even be a little bit better of a match than those big meats that were on it before. Nice skinny tall wheels. Hell yeah. I think that's going to look great. Maybe we'll take the dark gray that's on the wheels here, and that'll be the dark part of our two-tone, and we'll do it on top of a white or an off-white. And we'll give this thing kind of a factory-looking, factory-modified look. You know what we could do with the spare tire carrier? You see how this thing's small? It's like the right size. They didn't bother putting the full-size wheel on the back. We could probably do that same thing. I'm pretty sure I have a smaller version of these wheels, so maybe we'll stick that on there to upgrade that. And then we could save this little one for something else. That might be cool. Also kind of looks like a hockey puck. My Canadian. We'll probably get this thing stripped now. I think we got a pretty solid idea what we're going to do. Anyways, I have no idea how well this is going to strip, so maybe I'll give it a little scuff first. I've officially joined the Hot Wheels Customizer group on Facebook, which is actually made by Hot Wheels, like made by Mattel. I wonder if they made that group so that they could get ideas from, you know, guys like us that are like painting their cars. You think that's a thing? I noticed a couple of you guys on there have been saying hi to me. That's cool. I'm basically on there to, I don't know, I'm there to learn, to be honest. All right, let's see how this is going to go here. Something's happening. There's our Bronco II body. I still got a little bit of paint left here. It's a couple flakes I gotta chase out of some of these cracks. Who would have thought that they'd take the time to cast in the little badges here, you know, and then they just paint over those details. So that's kind of a waste. Wasted details, you know, but pretty cool now that we have seen it. Maybe I'll make a little decal that we could slap on that thing. We'll see, man. Really giving this thing a good once over with the file. You can probably just tell that the back of the roof here is kind of popped up. She's kind of bowed up, and I think that has to do with when the machine went to go flare this little rivet with that glass, it just kind of pushed it up a bit. So I want to knock that back down again a little bit. Maybe we'll try the old automatic center punch treatment. Anytime we're doing body work like that, what I used to do in the past is I'd use my Dremel wrench and I would just pick a spot. In this case, it's going to be right in the center, and we'll just give her a shot. It's better. It's better. I think we could do one more and it'll be completely healed. Hell yeah, man. That works great. Back in the day, I did a video where I like really straightened out an RV using this thing, and in that video I expressed how it'd be cool to have one of these that had a bunch of different tips on it, like little rounded bodywork tips, so you could like straighten out certain parts of your vehicles. I'm still a believer, man, because I mean, yeah, that works. I think before we get too carried away here, I want to make sure I got another spare tire that's going to fit on the back of this. It's a little bit smaller. It should fit on here nicely. Oh yeah, that's perfect. If we were to put a full-size one on the back, it would just look ridiculous. You guys have seen those Jeeps cruising around that's got like a 38-inch tire on the back? Bro, come on, man. This is going to look good. I was thinking we'll mix up our gray. And I was thinking kind of a nice dark elephant gray. Something that's going to be real glossy. Probably not going to be adding any sparkles or anything to it. I kind of want like that modern gray that you might see on like a Jeep Wrangler or something. Probably just start by adding a few drops of white to my black. It's looking pretty good. I don't know how close it is to our wheels. It's still quite a bit darker. We'll go a little bit more. A little bit darker than our wheels. Kind of matches the dark plastic though, so I think I'm probably going to go with this. I'm kind of looking at the center of the wheel and just thinking that the lighter part is going to be a nice accent. So maybe we'll make this as our main color. I'm liking this gray. I think it's going to complement our wheels nicely. I don't think it's going to look as good if I go too light, so I'm probably going to stop right there. Pretty well just white. I might just mix our white with a dirty stick. To see if we can't end up with a nice off-white gray. We're going to call this color here Dirty Stick White. It's just got a hint of gray, which is perfect. And these two colors are going to go together that much better. Alright, so we got our Bronco II here on the stand. So we'll start taping out some of this two-tone. This top one's nice and easy. She's just straight across. Something like that. Not quite sure how I'm going to do all of this. No. Use a Q-tip to be my finger for doing the bends. Might work. If I had a little rubber tipped something, I think it would work good. So I'm gonna maybe an eraser of a pencil. That didn't work too bad actually. Sweet, that's looking not too shabby so far. If we can get this front finished. For me, this is the therapeutic part of working on Hot Wheels. I don't know about you guys, but when you really get focused in on something, that's the good stuff. If anyone's wondering, these are a 0.75 millimeter vinyl strip I'm using to do this. Now I'd imagine some of you guys are thinking this is pretty cool right now and that you need some of these vinyl strips in your life. If that's the case, hell yeah, man. I don't know what I would do without them. I was so close, I almost had the exact right size piece of tape for this. That's funny. Just missed it. Hell yeah, that looks pretty clean. Gleek, 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 gleek. There's gonna be a nice looking little truck. These things are cool. Let's do the other side now. It's nice, I can almost do it in one piece. Their tape job turned out pretty good. I don't think I could get much better than that. I'm pretty happy. So I was just going to go ahead to the spray booth and we'll spray our second color and we'll come back and we'll do some decals. I'll get a couple of decals, some details, and then we should be looking pretty good by then. Starting to look like a Bronco II now. Let me get this back up in the stand. I got a couple details to paint and some decals. Made a couple Bronco II decals. I'm going to just throw on the old fenders here. See how this is going to look. Bronco II, hell yeah. Alright, Bronco, looking good. Looking good. Is that the right way? Forward, yes. Got a little Ford logo on there. It's looking good, just for fun. How's this gonna look on the back? Oh yeah, it's gonna be nice. As you guys saw, the Bronco is clear coated. She's baking currently. Just wanted to give our glass a dip and some floor shine here. I don't know where's the best place to hold on to it. Alrighty, that's looking pretty darn good. I'm going to bring this over to the paint oven so it'll speed cure along with everything else, and we'll do an assembly in just a few minutes here. For a million years, I never would have thought this little Bronco 2 would ever look this good. In fact, I think I shied away from it because it looks so fake at the beginning, you know what I mean? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like to support the channel. Say hello in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.